This segment is brought to you by South Louisiana Bank. It's better when we bank together.
Hello and welcome back to this edition of Bayou Time. Again, your host, Keith Weissite, licensed clinical social worker with Terrebonne Home Care. Very glad you're joining us. However you may be joining us, we appreciate it. And you know what? It's the spring. What do we have in the spring? Relay for Life. Why? Because it's so very important, not only to the people in our community, to people who are cancer survivors and their families, but also nationally. And this Relay for Life here in Terrebonne Parish is recognized nationally by one of the biggest. It is a premier event, American Cancer Society Relay for Life 2025, and it doesn't happen without a lot of hard work, especially from the co-chairs. Welcome to the program, Brandy Petrie. Brandy, thanks for being here.
Thanks for having me.
All right, co-chair this year, sharing that with Mr. Dean Schwest. Everybody knows as Dino. Dino, thanks for being here.
No, thank you for having us.
I appreciate that. And one of the things that is so very unique about Relay for Life is the luminaries. And our luminary chair, Bernadette Mobile, is here as well. Thanks for joining us, Bernadette.
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. So, Brandy, let's talk a little bit about how exciting it is, first and foremost, that you and Dean are co-chairs to celebrate the 40th anniversary of Relay for Life here in Terrebonne.
Well, it's the 40th anniversary nationally.
Overall, nationally.
Yes,
30th
it's
year.
our 30th year in Terrebonne Parish.
Thank you.
It's just been amazing to help put this event together.
Yeah.
You know, we're just so looking forward to having everybody out there.
Yeah. How long have you been involved with
I have been on the event team for 3 years now,
Yeah.
and I've had a team for about 4.
Yeah. Very good. Dean, how about you?
So I started my first team. It was in 2014,
Right.
and we've had a team every year since. And
Right.
then this is my second year as chair,
Chair.
and the co-chair is because next year Brandy will be chair.
Oh, my. I
This is
love
the
it.
transition.
Yeah, there's
Handing
a
over
reason,
that.
as
That's
to
right.
quote my friend, there's a reason why Brandy's in seat 1.
Right.
Camera on you. Well, congratulations for that.
Yes.
And you know, Dean, for those of us that have done this for many years, very important. You do so many things to honor your dad,
Right.
Mr. Gerald, and who was such an incredible man. And being able to do things, somebody who can fix stuff, right? He's like the fix-it guy.
Hands on. Hands on.
And he was just one of those guys that you knew if you asked him to do it, he would fix it. And quite frankly, that's what you do in your service to our community. All of the things that you do, which is so appreciated.
thank you.
And, you know, if there's a fundraiser, you're a part of it.
Yeah.
And you spend so much time and energy doing that. And I know how much of your time and energy goes to Relay. And it's about honoring people, and it's about honoring your family, and it's about helping others. And
Right.
so it's appreciated.
Yeah, so we started a team in 14, and at that time, I really didn't have much history in my family for cancer. My dad was diagnosed in 16, and
Right.
that just kind of lit a heavier fire for it, you know what I'm
Right.
saying? Before, it was what I was doing for the community, then it became what I was doing for family and friends, you know what I'm saying? So,
And I'm so very similar. You know, I was honored enough to be asked to be the director and facilitator for the Cancer Support Group for many years. Dr. Doria started the group, and he commissioned me that I would do it, and we've done that. And Relay for Life and American Cancer Society has helped with that. We've been
Right.
able to partner. And so that survivor's tent that we're going to talk about in a minute is so very important. And so, Bernadette, tell us a little bit about how long you've been involved in your interest.
I've been relaying with Terrebonne Parish ever since it started 30 years ago. We started around the track at Nichols.
Yep.
Had to have somebody on the track for the 12 hours of the event. We've grown. One year we had it here on Main Street. We had it at the Vanderbilt track one
Yep.
year. And then we moved to our current location at the Civic Center, and it's wonderful for us. We have lots of community involvement. We raise a lot of money, but we have a lot of fun doing it.
Right.
So,
And there's a way, you know, Tandy Lynn Webb taught me as her mom, her dad succumbed to cancer, and her mom recently passed away. She taught me that you can have both emotions. You can be sad and you can have joy all at the same time. And people who have had the sadness of cancer know how difficult that grief can be, especially when we lose people. But being able to honor them is a real special thing, and we can have fun doing it. I'm glad you mentioned that. One of the things that's important is that the support of our cancer and our cancer survivors. Let's talk a little bit about what Terrebonne General Mary Bird Perkins is doing.
our cancer survivors can come out to the event and register as early as 5 p.m. We'll have some volunteers in the Terrebonne General Mary Bird Perkins tent
Right.
to help them register to get their T-shirts if they didn't get their survivor shirt yet.
Right.
Just give them info on the event. At 6:15, we're going to have our butterfly release where we sell butterflies, but just not necessarily survivors that purchase them.
Right.
People like us purchase the
Right.
butterflies in honor of those survivors and in honor of those who have lost their lives to cancer.
Right.
And then our all fun 7 o'clock is our survivor lap.
Right.
They'll be led by the Terrebonne High School Drum Corps and go around that track, and everybody will be cheering them on.
Right.
And then, like you said, the luminary ceremony. When we shut those lights off at 9 p.m., I'm not going to say the fun ends, but the solemn part begins, the honoring them.
Yeah.
And our slideshow and our fireworks are just phenomenal.
Yeah, and we're going to go over all of that. So we're fortunate. We've got another segment to do that. Tell me a little bit about what it's like to be the chair of Luminary.
Being the chair of Luminary is quite interesting because people come to purchase the bags and they tell you their story, who the bag's for. They tell you about the person. Sometimes you have to dry the tears with them.
Right.
Other times it's people that are so happy because they won the battle. They're living with it and they're admitting that, hey, I had it, but I beat it. So, yeah.
Wow.
It's
So the
good.
Luminary is kind of twofold, right? For those family members who are honoring somebody with a luminary, and there are different types of luminaries that people can get. There are different levels of that. It's just so very cool. Relay for Life has got something for everybody, and I really want people to know. So, Jay, put the flyer up so people know that it's coming up. It is this coming weekend. It is going to be Saturday, April 5th, 2025, 3 to 10, Barry Bonvillain Civic Center, relayforlife.org, Terrebonne, LA. Still sign up a team. You got plenty of time to do that. QR code is right there. Ladies and Dean, we're going to take a short break. We're going to come back and talk a whole lot more about Relay. So we want you to do that with us as well. We'll continue on Bayou Time right after this.
This segment was brought to you by South Louisiana Bank. It's better when we bank together. Today's social media segment is brought to you by Terrebonne General Health System. Your health is our legacy. Rouse's, you're either local or you're not. Buick, the craft of modern luxury. St. Martin and Bork, know your rights. This segment is brought to you by Terrebonne General Health System. Your partner is good health.
Hello, and welcome back to this edition of Bayou Time. Again, your host, Keith Weissite, licensed clinical social worker with Terrebonne Home Care. Very glad you are joining us. However you may be joining us, we appreciate it. We are talking about Relay for Life. So very excited. The American Cancer Society brings to us Relay for Life, and it only happens with the important people that are with us. Again, Brandy and Dean, co-chairs, Bernadette, as well with the Luminary Chair. And guys, this is something that, again, we mentioned it, but it is an exciting day and night.
Yes.
And it is so very cool to be able to do that. Brandy, tell us a little bit about what we can expect here on April 5th for our relay.
Oh gosh, there's so many things to do on Relay
Right.
Day. We are going to have, as of right now, we'll have 58 teams on site.
Wow.
Everybody has something different going on in their campsite.
Yep.
Lots
Raffles
of
and food and
raffles,
stuff to buy.
drinks,
Right.
crafts.
Right.
We'll have some inflatables this year. Some of the teams are
Nice.
having for the kids, a train for the children.
Right.
Just so many different things. There's something different around every corner.
Right. And it starts at 3 o'clock. Walk us through what we can expect there.
So we'll start at 3 o'clock with our opening ceremony, just
Right.
introducing everything. We have a parade with our teams. They take pictures, they carry their banners around the track. We'll start having the band playing at 3:30. We're going to have Kings in Neon.
So good.
Then there's different activities for the different campsites. They have a cook-off. They judge tents with the best decorations, best
Right.
T-shirts, all that sort of thing. And the entertainment just keeps going from there.
Okay. And then again, the survivor and caregiver registration begins at 5 o'clock.
Right.
Yes.
And so then 6:15 is the butterfly release. And so you talked a little bit about that, Bernadette. That's a special time.
Yes, it is.
And so it's a beautiful thing. So there's so many, little things. People don't want to miss it. There's a lot of little things, but a lot of good things. Award winners, the South Louisiana Bank stage will have the award winners, right, for the judging of the
For
tents.
the tents and the team judging.
Okay.
Yes.
Very good. Put it back up, Jay. We're going to roll through everything. I want to let people know what to expect. We talked about the butterfly release, 6:30, survivor and caregiver celebration with their survivor lap. And I got to tell you guys, that one's special. It
Yeah,
just
so,
is.
what we want to make sure everybody understands is that this is for the whole community event. You know, we're talking about Relay for Life and cancer survivors, but this is a festival style event for the whole community. So, I mean, there's going to be a band playing from 3:30 to 7:30. We've got fireworks show to end it off. Everybody wants to come for fireworks shows. We've got food, probably in 40 somewhat booths of food going on. Kids stuff going on. We got 4 or 5 inflatables for the kids. We got ice cream and snowballs and everything you can imagine to have a festival style event, and then we'll finish it off with the fireworks show. So we don't want anyone to think that it's Relay for Life. So if you're not
that's a cancer
not
thing.
in a cancer
There's nobody
world,
getting cancer.
you
My
know,
family,
no,
I can't go.
this is for the community, and please come out and join us. It's free to the public. We want you out there. We want you to enjoy it, and you'll see that it's more than what is. It's just built for the whole community.
Yeah, and it is morphed from really being something about just teams and just walking around a track to really celebrating our community and bringing people together. You know, cancer touches people in so many different ways. But like you said, Dean, you don't have to have had cancer in your family, or a cancer survivor to come and do this. Come and enjoy your community. And it's a heck of an event. Yeah. It is so much fun. Yeah. I mean, there's that opportunity. There's time for reflection. Absolutely. There's time to really talk about the importance and raising money, which Relay for Life does as well, if not better than anybody. But I love your point. People come to different festivals, especially at the Bayou Civic Center, because it's run well and it hosts great events. This is one of those. Right. It's a great festival.
Full festival. You know, and look, we've grown this event to where last year, 2024, we were number 16 in the nation for relays. You know, that's
why I mentioned we're not just something in the state, which is one of the biggest in the state.
Yeah.
When you get recognized nationally, 16th biggest in the nation. In little old Terrebonne Parish.
Right.
That's a big deal.
Big deal.
Helping cancer patients with research and helping cancer patients with services.
Right.
And that's what it's about. Thank you, Jason. I appreciate that. Put the big flyer back up. I want to make sure people know to attend. We got the QR code there. You see some of the big sponsors. 2025 Relay for Life of Terrebonne Parish, Saturday, April 5th, 2025, 3 o'clock to 10 o'clock at the Barry P. Bonvillain Civic Center. It is relayforlife.org/Terrebonne, LA. So easy to navigate. If you're a cancer patient, cancer survivor, go in and register. It's free for you to do that. If you want to go in and register a team, put your team there. We highly recommend everybody raise $100 a person. Or if you're a go-getter, then raise $200,000, $300,000, $400,000, $500,000 a person is fine. Whatever you can do is appreciated. So easy to do. That QR code will take you there. And then we want to take you and your family there, April 5th, 2025, 3 to 10. Jay, put the list of events. I want you to know there's several other things that are going to take place. Kings of Neon are keep playing at 7 o'clock. The live auction begins on the South Louisiana Bay Stage. It is fantastic at 7:30. You don't want to miss it. It's one of the best live auctions you can go to. Entertainment DJ immediately follows that with the after the live auction. And then at 9 o'clock is the luminary ceremony. We talked about it a little bit with Bernadette. It is fantastic. They do the slideshow and their remembrance and the ceremony, and then fireworks at 9-ish. 10 o'clock closing ceremonies. And so, again, we appreciate it. Bernadette, thank you for your years of providing service and care and taking care of the luminaries. We appreciate it.
Thank you, Keith.
Dean, Brandy, thank you so much for co-chairing. Dean, thank you for stepping aside for Brandy to take over next year. I can tell how excited both of you are for that, but thank you, and y'all have a great relay. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you, Keith.
All right, guys, that'll do it for this particular segment and this Bayou Time, but don't go anywhere. Love our local programming right here on HTV.
This segment was brought to you by Terrebonne General Health System. Your partner is good health.